What's up, guys? It is Chris back with another watch unboxing, and today we are taking a look at a Microbrand, one that I have not looked at on the channel before, and that Microbrand is Borealis. They sent me this watch, which is the Olisipo, in this beautiful one watch carrier, and I believe that's how they send their watches when they are shipped. And essentially it's just closed with a little bungee cord here. There's a little metal enclosure. Inside you have some pockets for credit cards and a little area for documents, I guess. The watch didn't come with any of that because I guess this is a prototype. So it is a one watch carrier and it has this yellow inside. It looks very nice. It is very it feels very nice, and it's pretty practical. I like that they are sending the watch in this carrier. I believe this will be how the watch actually ships. And here it is. This is called the Olisipo. This is the teal version, I believe. And it has a blue sort of wave pattern dial with a black ceramic bezel. It is a 120 click bezel. And it does sound very, very, very nice. You can hear it, and it lines up. And yeah, this is a 40mm watch by 47mm, I believe, lug to lug. There is a sapphire crystal, which has AR coating on the underside. Unidirectional bezel, as I mentioned. It is ceramic, and there is Loom on the bezel, which is BGW9, and it is also BGW9 that is applied to the indices and hands. Really, really nice looking watch. Very different watch, just first impressions. Obviously, the case design is kind of different than you know, what you're seeing on a regular basis from a lot of other micro brands. There is some sort of like integration of lug here, where the milled end link sort of has a flat edge on it, which matches the case edge on the lugs, and it sort of gives a little bit of an integrated look, which I kind of like. This is a President's style bracelet with screwed in links, which is very nice. And you have a milled clasp. Very simple, but very, very nicely done with the B for Borealis. And then you have that same B on the screwed in crown, which is at 4 o'clock. This has a Miyota 9015, I believe. However, it doesn't make much noise. Obviously, I guess that's because this is in a fully stainless steel case, and it is 300 meters water resistant. So yeah, you're not getting much noise coming from that Miyota, so it sounds pretty good. Lug width is 20 millimeters, which is great. I mentioned that the water resistance is 300 meters, and the total thickness, including the glass, is 12 millimeters, and it actually is quite thin. You have drilled lugs here, and the lugs are very, very compact, and you can see when you take the bracelet down, it goes straight down. So this watch will wear very comfortably. I can tell you right off the bat without even trying it on, because of the way that the lugs actually will go straight down. And that 40 millimeters really, really is a great size for a dive watch, and I think this looks really good. You know, in these dimensions. Yeah, so the screwed in case, there's a screwed in case back. Screwed in case back on this has a little bit of a funny thing on it, is the mermaid, and then of course the normal writing on the back of case backs, 300 meters or 1,000 feet. Automatic Miyota 9015, and then Borealis Watch Company Olisipo, which is the name of the actual watch. Like I said, milled links, milled milled clasp. Really nice. I'm going to throw it on my wrist. And today I am actually wearing my Zelos with the Meteorite dial and bezel. Another really great 40mm watch from a Microbrand. So this watch is basically fitted to my wrist. It fits really, really nicely, and I really, really like that blue in the dial. So, like I said, Borealis sent me this watch. This is a prototype. I'm obviously have to send it back to them. And then the way they do things is a little bit different from other micro brands. They are in pre-order on this watch right now, and a few of the different models have sold out. They have this model in blue, which has no date, and then they have the exact same model with date. So obviously this hacks hand winds because it is a Miyota 9015. And what they do is, sorry, just getting back to how they do their sales. The watch is for sale right now on the website for, I believe, $195 you could order this watch. And then when the watch is ready, it is an additional $195. So right now they're taking pre-orders. I believe that this watch without the date is still available. The last I looked, it might be sold out because they do sell out pretty quickly. So I have a 7.5-inch wrist, and this watch looks really good on my wrist. I think that's because of the way that those lugs integrate. It wears basically at 40mm. It wears like a 40mm watch, and it feels really, really comfortable on the wrist because of that President style bracelet. That President style bracelet is very comfortable, similar to, you know, a Jubilee bracelet, which I think are really, really comfortable. This watch wears equally as comfortable as a Jubilee because of that that softness of how it will contour to your wrist. It's very, very nice. This watch has a lot of BGW9 on it. The bezel is fully loomed, so I'm going to do a loom shot, and we'll take a look at how good that looks. But just a few things of my favorite parts of this watch. Obviously, the dial is really, really cool, and you could see the texture on that dial is really, really different. It has what looks like fish scales or tiny waves, and all of the indices are applied. The finish in general, second thing that I really like about the watch and my general first impressions, finishing on the watch is excellent. And you can see the shape of the case is very different, and it has these lugs that are very, very short, and you have some polishing, you have some brushing. The bezel is really, really nicely finished. There are no sharp areas on the watch whatsoever. It feels really nice in the hand and looks equally as good on the wrist. So I really like this watch. I really like the bezel. I like the colors that they've chosen on this specific model. There are some other colors. There's orange. I believe there's a green, which gets a green ceramic bezel, which is kind of cool. Definitely check out their website and see which one you like. There are a few different versions, like I said. Anyway, I'm going to put this under my UV light so that I can get a pretty good loom shot, and then we'll go from there. I'm going to do, like I said, I'll do a full review of the watch, go through all the specs. I'm going to wear it for about a week. I just literally got the watch, and it is over Christmas time, so I'll be wearing this over Christmas time, essentially, and testing it and see what I like. Again, it is a prototype, so I'm not sure 100% of what you're looking at right now will make it to the final version, but we will see. Okay, so let me do some loom shot. And there you go. It is very bright, the loom. And especially on the hands and indices, they are extremely bright, and the bezel looks really, really good. And I have a little bit of a problem with the focus here because it is dark, but overall, loom looks excellent on this watch. as you can see, it looks very, very nice. Anyway, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. It is much appreciated and very helpful. And please let me know what you think of this watch. Hopefully this is exactly how it makes it in production. So far I really like the watch. I'll be wearing it for a week like I said, and I will do a full review of the watch and tell you what I like about the watch and what I don't. However, this is so far looking really, really good. Anyway, thanks for logging on.